Have you ever heard a giggle in the wind? Imagine walking through a serene forest, the leaves rustling softly as a gentle breeze caresses your face. Suddenly, amidst the natural symphony of the forest, you hear a sound that makes you stop in your tracks. It's a giggle, light and airy, almost as if the wind itself is laughing. You look around trying to find the source of this enchanting sound, but all you see are the trees swaying gently and the sunlight filtering through the branches. Could it be just your imagination, or is there something more magical at play here? What if it was a fairy? Picture a tiny, delicate creature with bright, colourful wings flitting through the forest. Her laughter is like the tinkling of tiny bells, filling the air with a sense of wonder and joy. This is no ordinary sound. It's the laughter of a fairy, a being of pure magic and light. As she flies from tree to tree, her wings leave a trail of sparkling fairy dust that glimmers in the sunlight. Her presence brings a sense of enchantment to the forest, making everything seem more vibrant and alive. One day, a magical giggle echoed through the air. It was a sound so pure and joyful that it seemed to come from the very heart of the forest. The giggle echoed through the trees, bouncing off the leaves and filling the air with its delightful melody. Birds paused in their songs to listen, and even the animals of the forest stopped what they were doing to enjoy the magical sound. It was as if the entire forest was holding its breath, captivated by the enchanting giggle. It tickled the trees and made the sun shine brighter. The leaves seemed to dance with joy, and the sunlight streaming through the branches became even more golden and warm. The entire forest seemed to come alive with a newfound energy, as if the giggle had infused it with a touch of magic. The flowers bloomed more brightly, and the air was filled with the sweet scent of blossoms. It was a moment of pure, unadulterated joy that touched every living thing in the forest. This was no ordinary giggle. It was a sound that carried with it the essence of magic and wonder. It was the kind of sound that could only come from a being of pure enchantment. The giggle was filled with a sense of mischief and joy, a reminder that there is magic in the world if only we take the time to listen for it. It was a sound that could lift the heaviest of hearts and bring a smile to the saddest of faces. It was the sound of the laughing fairy. Known throughout the forest for her infectious laughter and joyful spirit, the laughing fairy was a beloved figure among all the creatures. Her giggle was a symbol of hope and happiness, a reminder that even in the darkest of times, there is always something to smile about. As she flew through the forest, spreading her magic and joy, the laughing fairy left a trail of happiness in her wake. And so the next time you find yourself in a forest and hear a giggle in the wind, remember that it might just be the laughing fairy sharing a bit of her magic with you. The laughing fairy had wings like rainbows, shimmering with every colour imaginable. They sparkled in the sunlight, casting a kaleidoscope of colours wherever she flew. Her wings were not just beautiful, they were magical, capable of lifting spirits and bringing joy to anyone who saw them. She was a sight to behold, a beacon of happiness in a sometimes dull world. And her dress was made of sunshine itself. It glowed with a warmth that could be felt by anyone near her. The fabric seemed to be woven from the very rays of the sun, radiating light and warmth. It was said that her dress could chase away the darkest clouds and bring a smile to the saddest face. She was a living embodiment of joy and light. Wherever she went, laughter followed. Children would giggle and play, adults would find themselves smiling for no reason, and even the animals seemed to be happier in her presence. Her laughter was infectious, a melody that resonated with the hearts of all who heard it. It was as if she carried a piece of paradise with her, spreading it wherever she went. She loved to share her joy with the world. Whether it was through a kind word, a gentle touch, or a simple act of kindness, she made it her mission to spread happiness. She would give flowers to strangers, share her laughter with those who needed it most, and always found a way to brighten someone's day. Her generosity knew no bounds, and her heart was as big as the sky. One day she discovered a hidden path. It was tucked away in a corner of the forest, almost invisible to the untrained eye, but her keen senses and curious nature led her to it. The path was overgrown with vines and flowers, as if it had been waiting for someone special to find it. She felt a sense of excitement and wonder as she stepped onto the path, eager to see where it would lead. It led to a secret place full of wonder. The air was filled with the scent of blooming flowers, and the trees seemed to glow with an inner light. It was a place of magic and beauty, untouched by the outside world. She felt as if she had stepped into a dream, a place where anything was possible. The colours were more vibrant, the sounds more melodious, and the entire atmosphere was charged with enchantment.
Oh, what a delightful path. It was lined with the most beautiful flowers she had ever seen, each one more colorful than the last. The path seemed to beckon her forward, inviting her to explore its many wonders. She felt a sense of joy and anticipation, knowing that she was about to discover something truly special. I wonder where it leads. The path seemed to stretch on forever, winding through the forest and disappearing into the distance. She couldn't wait to see what lay ahead, to uncover the secrets of this magical place. With a heart full of excitement and a spirit brimming with curiosity, she set off down the path, ready for whatever adventures awaited her.
The path opened into a beautiful garden. Flowers bloomed in every color imaginable. Butterflies danced in the breeze. A little stream sparkled in the sunlight, but something was wrong. The garden felt sad and quiet. The laughing fairy looked around. The flowers drooped their heads. The butterflies flew slowly. Even the little stream made a sad, gurgling sound.
Why is everyone so gloomy?
She asked a tiny bluebird.
We've forgotten how to smile,
chirped the bird.
The laughing fairy knew just what to do. She had always been the heart and soul of the garden, bringing joy and laughter to every corner. Her friends, the flowers and butterflies, always looked forward to her cheerful presence. Today, however, was special. She felt a surge of energy and determination like never before. She took a deep breath and began to sing. Her voice, soft yet powerful, resonated through the garden. It was as if the very air around her vibrated with the melody. Each note she sang carried a piece of her heart, filled with love and happiness. Her song was full of sunshine and rainbows. The colors seemed to dance around her, creating a magical aura that enveloped the entire garden. The sky above turned a brilliant blue, and a rainbow appeared, arching gracefully over the scene. It was a sight to behold, a perfect blend of nature and magic. It was so contagious that the flowers started to sway. They moved gently to the rhythm of her song, their petals opening wide to soak in the melody. The garden, once still and quiet, was now alive with movement and sound. Each flower seemed to have its own unique dance, adding to the beauty of the moment. The butterflies fluttered their wings to the music. They flew in intricate patterns, their delicate wings shimmering in the sunlight. It was as if they were painting the air with their movements, creating a living tapestry of color and grace. The garden had never looked more vibrant or felt more alive.
The fairy, surrounded by musical notes, sings with her eyes closed and a big smile. Her joy was palpable, radiating outwards and touching every living thing in the garden. The musical notes seemed to float around her, each one a testament to her happiness. It was a moment of pure magic, a celebration of life and love that would be remembered by all who witnessed it. Section 6. A garden full of smiles. As the fairy sang, the garden came alive. The flowers lifted their heads and bloomed brighter than ever. The butterflies danced with joy. The little streams sparkled and gurgled happily. The secret garden was filled with smiles again.
Section 7. The Power of Laughter. I learned that laughter is powerful. It can chase away sadness and bring back joy. I promise to visit the secret garden often and share my gift of laughter.
The flowers and animals were grateful for their new friend.
Section 8. A New Friend. From that day on, the bluebird and I became the best of friends. We would sing and laugh together in the secret garden.
The garden remained a place of joy and wonder, thanks to the fairy's magical laughter. Section 9. Forever Happy. So if you ever hear a giggle in the wind, remember the laughing fairy. She's sharing her joy with the world, reminding everyone to smile. And maybe, just maybe, she's visiting a secret garden near you, spreading happiness wherever she goes.